Well, hey there everybody, it's Will. I know it's been a while, but here we are, back to Will's workshop, which again is still just my back porch. Today we're going to be getting to a more, what I think, exciting part of the scabbard making process. Now what we've got so far is this incredibly long piece of wood here. We glued the two halves together after carving out the core, glued them. It's all one piece now, and as luck would have it, the sword fits absolutely beautifully. Now it was pretty tight at first, but that's to be expected, and that's actually something you want, because as you sheathe and unsheathe the sword, the scabbard will, over time, get looser. Again, you want to be able to hold it upside down and have the sword not fall out. If it's really, really tight on your first fitting, you can put some WD-40 on the blade and just spend some time working it in and out of the scabbard. Now, our next step, we're going to be cutting an awful lot off of this board, and we're going to be using a jigsaw for the most of that. We want to get it to a point where we can then take what's left of the core to a belt sander and finish the shaping. So, quick tip for when you're going to do this: you want to go ahead and trace out an outline of the sword on the outside of the scabbard so you have an idea of where the core is. The last thing you want to do is cut too close and cut into the core of the scabbard. So I've gone ahead. You're probably not going to be able to see it on camera because it's just in pencil, but I can see it. Laid the sword out on the board like so and traced an outline so that I know when I'm making my cuts exactly where the core is. So we're gonna go ahead and get to it. Alright guys, so I've got handy dandy lost my word there. Jigsaw. Fun stuff. So first thing I'm going to do is take off a chunk down here just below where the point of my blade is. Nice and easy. Now I just want to follow, leaving myself plenty of room on either side of the core here, because I'm going to take off a good portion of it with the sander. Alright, so pretty quick and dirty cut job here. As you can tell, gonna have a lot of work to do truing up the edges, but that's where the fun starts. So, as always, back in a flash. Okay guys, for my own sake, wearing those glasses, I couldn't really see the pencil lines too well. As you can tell here, I got way too close to the edge there. That's gonna be interesting. So the first thing I'm going to do is try to true up the edges and get them not so wavy and whatnot, and then I'll get to shaping the core. All that happens on the belt sander here. So again, it's going to be loud, but yeah, nothing to it but to do it. So here we go. Okay guys, this is what I've got so far, and it's not too bad. I managed to true up the lines so they're mostly straight, which is, you know, the goal. But right now, the next goal is to get it thinner and get these edges to come to more of a point. So if you look at this end here, you can see I can't go too much thinner on the top here. Still gonna sand it a little bit, but not too terribly much. The goal is to get these guys just a little bit more pointed and more sword shaped, if you will. It's gonna take a little bit more time on the sander. I'll bring you guys back in as soon as I'm done with that, and I'll show you the finished product. The core will be finished. And then we get to move inside and start working with leather and having just the most fun with that. So, as always, back in a flash. Well, there we have it, boys and girls. I think for the core is done. As you can see here, one of the goals is that the core is not thicker than the crossguard. I don't want to see the core sticking out around the crossguard. So I got a nice thin edge there. It's fairly even all up and down the blade. It's as even as I'm gonna get it, doing it, you know, sort of by hand, as it were. Yeah, I'm using a power sander, but I'm eyeballing this the whole time. It takes a lot of practice, I'll tell you that much. And I get just a little bit better every time I do it. So if you're interested in doing stuff like this, just don't get discouraged. I have been doing this for a while now. I've made, you know, probably a dozen sword scabbards, and even my last one, I went through, God, probably 4 cores before I got it right. So getting this in one, this is from start to finish, just one core made, and it works. Like, I'm pretty darn happy about that. And of course, we got a nice draw, and it fits right in there beautifully. So, all that being said, I guess that wraps it up for today. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, remember to leave a like, subscribe, share it with your friends, leave a comment, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye guys. Bye.